Lynne with Soft Squares. Today I'm going to show you a new block of the month that I will be doing. This is called Jingle Bell Pines. It is a pattern written by two pattern designers, and they come in this really, I packaged it and I put it in this really cute reusable plastic box, and the lid of it looks like a house. Isn't that cute? Anyway, Jingle Bell Pines is 8 months block of the month. You get it all at once when you get it from me. It's written by, where did it go? Cake Color and Designs and Poorhouse Designs. These two designers right here, they have a little collaboration called Coffee Clutch. Or Kate and Chris, yeah, Coffee Clutch. I did Happy Hallows last year, and they're the pattern designers of that. So you kind of get an idea of how easy it will be, but this is super cute. So what I've done is I've kitted everything in there. Everything is in confetti cotton with the exception of the background, and I did shabby. So all of these are Riley Blake basics, and so then you'll get the look of this, but look how cute. And everything that when I give you a kit will be identified on the fabric with a sticker like this. So what I'm going to do right now is just start cutting and get my first block kind of ready to go. We'll see how far we go with this video, but I wanted to let you know that you can buy the pattern by itself. You also can buy it in the kit. The kit comes with the pattern. So yeah, this is super cute, and it's not that expensive because I'm able to keep the costs down by sending it to you all at once, which also lets you work at it your own pace. And I'm using confetti cotton through Riley Blake, which is a high quality soft cotton. And so I was able to do that. Okay, so the first thing on here is just giving you some general information on how to make blocks, how to make half square triangles and pinwheels. And the first block is the Santa hat. Block 1 is Santa's hat, and there's only one to make. So it tells you need fabric A and fabric B. So on here, it actually says B right there, and it's the background. Now, we have told you the color, the exact color that we have put in this kit. So this is Boy Blue, but it is the name of this fabric if you want to find more of it. And the same with this, like D color is Brownie, and that's the confetti cotton. So there you go. Now the white is A, and we are using Riley white. So that's the specific white. So it takes the guesswork out of it. So like if you find a color that you like, or you just need more for whatever reason, you know what color it is. Okay. I also need A, and I need B, I need C, which is, where are you? I have no idea what color. Oh, C is red. Red, which makes sense. And D, it's the brown. So I'm guessing the band on the hat is going to be this dark brown, and that's Brownie. This is such a cute kit, and I bought these boxes a while ago with the intention of putting kits in there, and this was like the perfect kit to put in there. So you get this really cute, oh, it was fine until I took things out of it. Anyway, you get this really cute kit. All right, we'll put you to the side. So you can find it at softsquares.com if you want the kit or the pattern. Jingle Bell Pines. Oh, it says 9 months. I said 8, but it's 9. But we're not doing it monthly. We're going to do it like as fast as I can get it done. So we'll see how that goes. There will be individual videos for each block that I'm doing, or each month. And just there's no schedule to it. So just kind of, if you can, and you plan on doing this, and you want to do it with me, get your pieces cut out ahead of time. Like I said, I'm just now starting, so I'm going to cut my pieces for this now, for this first block. But going forward, I will probably have all my pieces cut and just ready to sit and sew and show you how to assemble the blocks. I've got so many projects I'm excited to get going on. So I just see things all over the place, and I just can't wait to get my hands on them and get them started. I feel so rejuvenated after going to my retreats, and I had 2 back-to-back with 2 different groups of people, but I was able to get a lot done, even though I felt like in the end I didn't come out with a whole bunch of things done. I did things, and that was a big accomplishment because honestly, things around here, I have not been able to just sit and to sew as often as I want. And I've said this before, but I need to get myself on a schedule where I just like make the time for sewing is still in the works to make that happen. Okay, so let's go back to this. Our first fabric. I'm not going to tell you what the increments are because it's not my pattern, and you do need to support the pattern designers. But I am going to cut that here, and we just need one strip. Now notice, I am working on a little space. This is my favorite cutting mat, and it's rotating. But even though I have this bigger mat here, and I have the cutting surface in the shop, I also have a cutting table right there behind me. I tend to cut most of my things like right here and on this little board. And when I first started my YouTube channel, was in a really small apartment. Well, I was in a crowded apartment because the one room was dedicated to sewing, and everything I had was in that one room, and I did not have a lot of room to work. And so I was used to dealing with this small surface. And so now that I have more places and more room, this is still my go-to. I just know how to do it, and it works, and I'm comfortable with it, I guess. So to do this, excuse me, you need to make sure that when you cut, because I folded it over, that you're not going to get a tip or a V because of the fold not being straight. So if I were to fold this on an angle like this and then cut, I would have a piece that goes like this and this. I mean, it's not going to go straight at all. So you want this as straight as you can so you don't get that little bend. And so it's already got the one fold from coming off the bolt. And now it's just a matter of making sure this stuff is lined up really good. And I'm going to use my lines on my mat. If you can open it up, it really is ideal. But this is what I learned and what works for me. And I wouldn't necessarily go by our cut edge as being straight because it's just not a safe thing to assume. That's it. That's all I need for this block. Subcut. Now, when you subcut something, you always start with the largest piece first because it's easier to work with coming up with small pieces with a small piece than it is to come up with, or your leftovers, than it is to come up with a big piece from your small leftovers. So get the selvage off and then cut the. That's it. There's all my pieces. Now that we've cut all our pieces, we're going to put this guy together. It's actually pretty easy, and they walk you right through it. I'm going to also do the same. So first thing it tells you to do is take all of your little tiny background pieces and draw a line corner to corner. You could do what I do, and I like the iron method where I press it and I get a seam, or not press, I get a press. I follow that line, or because these are so small, you can just eyeball it on your machine. And so you're going to put one of these on all four corners of this bigger square. I have not unpacked any of my items from the quilt retrieve. Some of it's in that bag right there, but I'm at a loss for my tools are usually handy. Okay. There, and it's not perfect. Far from it. Okay, there's that. Do the same thing to this. Down on both sides. Okay, that's done. Now we take the big one. We're going to already press my corners, but go corner to corner. Across there, and do the same over here on that one. that. And we have these two. And now we're going to take this, and both of these, sew them together. Then we're going to take this and both of, nope, we're not going to do that yet. This and then this with this. And then these are going to go on the edges. And then this will go underneath. Nope, sorry, this will go up on top. And this is the cuff that will go underneath. Look how cute. So basically, it's laid out right there. There's our hat. Let's sew it together. There it is. Block one. Not perfect, but it's done. I'm not going to screw anything up until I'm all done. That's block one. So there will be more to this series. This is going to come together really fast. That's all block one was. See you in the next video.